up, everybody? Hello, welcome back to the stream. And Terra's theme is the best theme from Final Fantasy VI, hands down. Fight me about it, I will beat you up. But welcome back to the stream. Was thinking originally about doing a Bayonetta 2 speedrun, but decided against it, and instead we're going to do basically just hopefully finish off Super Mario RPG. So that's the goal for tonight. Not sure if we're going to do it. I think I'm close enough to do it. If I remember correctly, about to fight Magikoopa, and then we head down into... I think we fight Magikoopa, then Smithy the Sword, then we head inside and fight the final bosses area. Pardon me, that's if I'm remembering right, of course, but who knows? We're going to find out real quick. Fire up the old retro arch. I think I need to readjust the screen on this. Yep, I do. There we go. Okay, so once again, I am still not wearing headphones. My ears still have not, or my ear has still not healed up correctly. There we go. So let's turn this down. That should hopefully be good. So once again, I'm still not wearing headphones. My ear hasn't healed up completely yet. I tried them out today. A little bit of very quiet music, and it's a lot better than it was last time I streamed. But it just was really still bugging it today, so I decided against it. So I have my speakers turned on, but very low. Let me know if there's any type of audio problems or echo or anything like that, because I might need to turn them down a little further. I'm just trying to turn it so I can just barely hear it, so I can try to hear audio cues. That's the goal, at least. Okay, so let's see. Who do I have in my party? Yeah, so let's switch out Toadstool. Switch out for Bowser. Man, it's just crazy. Like, Mario's just jumped up so high. I think maybe it's because of that experience booster I have. Maybe it's just for him. I thought it'd be experience for everybody, but he is just leaps and bounds above everybody else. He's like 28 and everyone's at 24? Crazy. Okay, let me adjust my monitor a little bit. There we go. Alright. I'm hoping there's a way, I think after you beat Smithy the Sword, there's a way to basically jump back to the main map, because I think I remembered where to get the fertilizer for the seed, so basically I can get like an extra weapon for Mario. I think. I mean, it's been a while, I have an idea where it's at. I think it's back up at Nimbus Land. This is Smithy's castle. No trespassers allowed. He's William Shatnering it. No trespassers allowed. Oh my god, it's Bowser. It's actually more of a Christopher Walken, but both of them are bad, either way. Okay, that's a different attack. I guess Terrorize doesn't work on him. I was hoping to make him afraid so he gets more damage, because remember he does like a lot of magic defense, because he has a Magikoopa, of course. Wow, okay, that was fast. If that was the... I thought that was... I could sworn he was the mini-boss here, I guess maybe not? No, that was it. I remember it being a lot longer of a fight where he summons like a monster and hides behind it. Where am I? Bowser, hello, how have you been? Made it back here somehow, it seems I've been brainwashed or something. Can't seem to remember anything. Have I done something wrong? Don't worry about it. Let's just put it behind us. Let's great running into a loyal Koopa Trooper like you. Pardon me, I'm glad. It looks like you've got some tough new troopers now. My magic can still help you. Magic Treasure Boss will never run out of coins, just keep eating it. Be here if you need me. Come by whenever you need to rejuvenate your HP and magic. I think I'm maxed out on coins. Yeah, 999 coins. I love when the game's like, here you go, you can max out all your coins, and it doesn't matter whatsoever. One more item, since I'm in a good mood. Just remember, can't always be coming to rescue you. Now, if there's anything more you need, best to buy it now. See ya. Is he still there? Oh, he is. It's funny, he's actually worried and checking on me. That's great. You can just sit here and do this forever. Isn't this fun? Hey, Nimix. What's up? Just beat Magikoopa. Hopefully the audio's okay. I have the speakers turned down very low once again, so hopefully we're not getting a feedback. Come to the right person. That's right, he heals you. I've done that before. I don't recommend it. Sound is low for the game. Well, let's turn that up a little bit. That's around a little bit better. Yeah. Been up for 74 hours before. I don't recommend it. Hey, no vultures. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, one time I had to stay up for that long. Like I said, 74 hours. It was basically to fix a sleep problem I had, and oh, you lose vision in 3D somewhere around the 50-hour mark. It's like all of a sudden things stop having depth and it's like you're looking at a TV screen. It's like, oh. And then you quickly learn that people sleep because it's too boring to stay awake for that long of a time. When you don't sleep and like you realize like how much time is passing when you're normally asleep, it's like, oh man, this is crazy. Well, maybe for you, but when you're light sensitive, the sun is an evil, horrible thing that must be destroyed at all costs. I had a girlfriend once, she's like, get up, let's watch the sunrise. I'm like, no. I love you, but no. Feisty fellow, aren't you? This is the end of the line. Now you've got to deal with me on guard. A Japanese samurai selling on guard. Okay, that's new. Okay, so you can't target the rope like you could the first time. For me. So like, oh, it's a repeat of the chandelier fight at the very start of the game. We'll just target his rope holder and that'll be good. Nope. Holy crap, he hits hard. Does this game hold up well today? Yes, it does. And it's actually one of the things I've been saying throughout my run, you know, and playing it on stream, is that this is definitely a game you should play it any way possible. Either by buying the Super Nintendo card if you have a Super Nintendo and feel like paying money for it. It's also on the Super Nintendo Classic. You can play it that way. Or just emulate the heck out of it, which is also respectable too. So I mean, this game, I think last time I checked, is around $40 to $50. But for a while, it was like really, really getting up there. Like, I think it was around $70 at one point. I should have bought more maple syrups. Yeah, it's a very straightforward RPG. You know, it's a lot of humor behind it. It's very cool. It has mechanics behind it that I really like being able to press the attack button at the right time to double up your pack power, to negate damage, to like reduce it down or take 0 damage. Things you don't really see in other RPGs, this one does. Arg. This is absurd. I can't be defeated by them! I won't let this happen. Yep. You do. It's kind of like you start off the game with the classic Mario rescuing the princess from Bowser type situation. And stuff happens. Of course, you're coming in at like the end of the game, so spoilers. But yeah, the stuff happens, and eventually the two of you team up. He actually joins you, but it makes it seem like you were begging him to join and help him out, which is, of course, typical Bowser. Prepared to go. Take a dive, chandelier, ho! Not to worry, a little fall isn't gonna hurt you. Alright, Mario, I'll lead you to the top. We must hurry to the appointed place. And we have Geno on the far left, who was only in this game and never any other one outside of a trophy for Smash Brothers, which is a shame. Increasing speed. Warp 4. Let's see, how high is this place? Jeez. Bowser has a very tall castle, apparently. There are no seatbelts. Okay, here's the sword fight with Smithy. This might go poorly. For me. Now this is the one I remember, like, you can use Geno Whirl if you hit it just right. You max out the damage on like the right eye and it kills him instantly. Okay. think it's... Yeah, I think it was the right eye. I'm not quite sure. Which one is it? Yeah, I think it was the right eye you do with the Geno Whirl, and then it just straight up murders him. Let's see if I can... Let's see if I can get this right. Just have fun. You know what? I forgot to do something. Load state. I think it's like everything feels slightly off, and the reason why is I don't have latency reducer on. Now this should be a little bit better. I'll still probably most likely miss it, but... Save state. Nope, just can't seem to get it. One more try. Oh well. This is what hits so hard. Yeah, I might have to take Bowser out of the party. I doubt I'm going to survive this encounter. Put Peach in instead, because she can heal everybody. Pardon me. Oh, okay, Mario's asleep. I'm like, what happened to Mario? Think Evil Juice wakes you up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Jeez, don't put Mario to sleep again. Come on, game. That sucks. It's like, no, 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 we don't want you to actually use Mario. Wake up and stay up. Okay, the game really is sorely targeting Mario right now. He knows that he's my heavy hitter. all I have are just supers that I can do. Okay. Is he done for? Good. I think. Yep, good. Alright, he's done. Where this leads to? It's like Exor is the last contact between two worlds. In other words, if we follow this road, we'll find Smithy. So what's keeping us? Hang on. I'm only joined so I can get my castle back. I'm not going to be dragged along this stupid hunt. It's as far as I go. I'm going to gather my troops and rebuild my castle. And you, Mario, you're an official member of the Koopa Troop. It's your duty to help with the repairs. You're missing the point. Think about it, the sword connects the two worlds. Even if we defeat Exor, there'll be other weapon beasts that follow him. Castle's at entrance point is to... Okay, let's try this again in English. Your castle is at the entrance point to your world. In short, they will be back. Is that what you want? Is it? Well... What if things come over and take over my castle? What about my privacy? This isn't good at all. In fact, it stinks. I can't be pals with these cretins. Got an image to keep up. Well... No one insults the Koopa Troop and gets away with it. I've got a bone to pick with this Smithy guy. Come on, Mario, we'll teach him a lesson. Looks like we're together on this one. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Yay! Alright. Perfect, so I can jump right back to any time I want. There was a secret thing around here that you can around here somewhere. Thought it was down here. Maybe it's up top. It's like a... Basically, it's like an invisible platform. Aha! There we go. What to do, what to do. Give this fertilizer if you let me go, okay? Yes. Thank you. Alright, so now I gotta remember where do I plant it? And I don't know, so I'm going to look this up. Let's see, Super Mario RPG, fertilizer. Okay, so I gotta go back to the gardener in Rosetown. Before I forget, let's buy some stuff. Okay, that should do. I just gotta remember where Rosetown is. Oh, well, look at that. Wake up! Go find the princess! I think Samus is in another bed, too. I can't remember where, though. I remember Link shows up there. The honeymoon and couple. I think it's them. Sweet! 4 schools for your app? That's huge. Five years in beta? Wow. So they just called you up and said, hey, we liked what you have and want to buy it? So the next question is, what does it do exactly that you sold, you know, that they like so much that they want to have for 4 schools? Ah, very important where you are, definitely. Like, I think you can use a little more fertilizer. It's already grown through my house. For me. Okay, so it gave me, like, one of them was spiked, one of them wasn't. These are old weapons I need to sell just to get rid of. Huh, okay. Let's see, no, not Chrono Trigger. Okay, so what do I have is, let's see, Lazy Shell, Star Gun, so... Okay, so everything I have, the sell is okay, except for one of the Lazy Shells. Okay, so that was special armor is what that was, okay. So it lowers down your attack, but it just boosts your magic defense, your actual defense by quite a lot, same thing for magic defense. Okay, so now I see what it is. So one of them was armor, one of them was an actual item to use to attack. Okay. Alright, so now let's move on to Fight Smithy. Okay, so I'm going around this theme. Wait a second here. Nimbus Land. Yeah, there we go. It's like, wait, I can circle around through here. Okay, cool. Alright, so hang tight for just 1 minute. I need to put some stuff in the dryer. I will be right back. Hang tight. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Had to stop and wash my hands because apparently my family members have no idea how to use laundry soap without getting it all over the cup, the container itself, and all over the place. So, yeah, good times. So we are now heading down towards the end game. However, Smithy's got a pretty large factory. So, hate to do it, but let's take... Yeah, let's take Bowser out. I'm gonna swap him out for Peach, just so she can heal everybody, because I remember going through a lot of items. Heard me. Okay. There's the save point. I was like, I remember there being a save point not too far inside. Should have gone a little further. Yo, good job. At least they anticipated that. They're like, yeah, we're gonna have it so you can fall off, but we'll have something to catch you. Oops. See, when you jump, it doesn't automatically move you forward, you have to move yourself. And just when I sold off my pure water, thinking I'm not going to run into any ghosts anymore, and we run into ghosts immediately. Ghosts who can one-hit kill you on top of it. Yes, oddly enough, this is where I remember the game finally getting hard during this last segment to get to Smithy. Ooh, Ultra Hammer. It's actually weaker than the one I got because it's a secret weapon. So this would have been like the strongest weapon at that point in time if I didn't go out of my way to get the lazy shell. I don't know if I can make this jump or not. Nope. The time has come! It's Mario! Oh, that was terrible. The game is definitely trying to kill Geno right now. Oh no, she's out. Okay, we'll use Pick Me Up. Probably should have checked everyone, but I think for a battle, everybody should be healed. They are. Okay. So what are my... Yep, flower points too. Good. Oh, come on. Hey, Ronnie. And it gives them like the up yours gesture, you know, with the like arm and the crux of the elbow with pumping fist up, which is not what it means in Japan. But the rest of the world is completely different, so they censored it for the European, actually for the American version, because this never came out in Europe. PAL regions never got a release of this game, which sucks. But yes, they censored it, they changed it. Nope, just tired. Blast them all. Had to go out and about today and get my new fentanyl prescription, which takes a lot out of me because I had to do a lot of walking and then deal with them and deal with the pharmacy that treats you like a drug addict. What's your name? What's your address? What's your telephone number? Who wrote this? Who is the doctor who wrote this? What time did they write it? When did they write it? How much did they write it for? What is the prescription for? You have to answer all of those questions when you're on fentanyl. They treat you literally like you're trying to steal it. Every single month. Yeah, and that makes you really should get some sleep. Forget government contracting and all that. Somebody else should be able to pick up the slack. They ain't paying you enough. Must find out what's in the box. Oh, it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head this time, at least. Morgan Freeman will be disappointed. You're going to learn very quickly to mix that with government. Close is good enough. As a product of the military complex for many years, growing up in a Air Force, yeah, it's like, they're like, does it function? Does anybody die when we do it? Do we run it? Does it crash those servers? No? Then it's passable. Good enough. Unless you're dealing with like nuclear missiles or anything like that, then probably. It's kind of like when they were during the Manhattan Project, and like one of the scientists asked this guy like, "Hey, we need you to go over these formulas and make sure everything's just fine." they were getting close to testing the atomic bomb, and they weren't really sure if it was going to catch the entire atmosphere on fire and kill the entire planet. So he looks at the formula and goes, like, he was about to hand it off to one of his, like, flunkies to do it, like his understudies. He's like, I'll take care of this one, I'll do this. So he had to verify the math. Was like, yes, this is correct, you're going to make one hell of an explosion. No, this is not going to kill everybody on the planet, just those in a very couple miles around it. Disease tracking related? Well, yeah, then I can see where that might be a little more wanting it to work right out of the box type deal. Alright, let's try Geno World. This doesn't work when I need it to. Why should it work now? Yes, it's very cool. The first Trinity test was actually really neat because that finally got declassified, I think about a year or two ago, like the initial explosion in slow motion they had. And it's cool because you can see like the ground wires going to the tower being vaporized, turning to plasma from the heat as the ball expands out from the explosion. It's like, that is awesome. You know, everything that happens like a split second, that they had the technology back then to have like 20,000 frames per second, even higher, to capture that, and they're able to capture the ground wires they're holding the tower that the bomb was detonated and watch those slowly vaporize. It's pretty awesome. Truly terrifying power indeed. There's a really good documentary. It came out in '95. It was narrated by William Shatner, called Trinity and Beyond, which at that time takes a lot of declassified nuclear weapons, like explosions and tests that the United States were doing, and actually talks about them. They actually talked to some of the researchers who were there and did those the testings and stuff. You find out, like, for the first hydrogen bomb the United States tested, they almost blew themselves up. Like, the scientists, they thought that they were without a range. Like, well, we're out of range, no problem. And somebody screwed up on the math, and they almost got blown off their little island. It was like they got heavily irradiated, got very sick, nobody died, but they almost got blown away. Because they're like, oh, add hydrogen into it. It's gonna make it a little stronger, not too much, and they're like, oh... Yeah, those little spiky things coming out were the ground wires that was leading up to the tower that was holding where the Trinity bomb was held. That's what those spiky things are. That's actually traveling down, like the explosion is traveling down those wires and vaporizing at the same time into plasma gas. So that's what looks like spikes. Those are actually the ground wires being vaporized. Yep. Yeah, Axum Rangers sucked. I don't want to fight these guys again. Yep, I am full of useless information. Things that won't help me in my everyday life, but I just know random trivia bits like that. It's like those people you see on Jeopardy. Like, yeah, I'll take things only I know for 500. Alex like, okay, the answer is G-9724B. Guy rings in. Yeah, that's the fourth screw holding... Like, what is the fourth screw holding together the cockpit in a 747? Like, correct! It's like, how do you know this nonsense? Then you watch Celebrity Jeopardy. It's like, okay, contestants, your categories are, you know, days of the week, parts of a spoon, and food ending in "emin." It's like, alright, Ozzy Osbourne will let you choose. He's like, I'll take things that end in Emin. It's like, you make lemonade out of this. Lemon. It's like, no, it has to be in the form of a question. Lemon? Celebrity Jeopardy is a great thing. I love it. Yeah, so this is the, so it was last year. Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, that's where they declassified these explosions, because these were, like, classified for about 70 years, almost 80 years. Yeah, so you see those spikes going down, that's, like, so that's the ground wires being vaporized. And that's from Operation Teapot. I think Teapot was a thermonuclear blast. But still, at the time, because they knew the airbursts were stronger, but they were not really accurate on dropping the nuclear bombs out of an airplane. So, like, if you jump to, like, around 48 seconds... Here, I'll throw it up on the main screen so everybody can see what I'm talking about. You'll actually see everything get vaporized. Let's see, put that up to desktop. Yeah, so if you check this out, this is like the next slide. This is like basically like the ground tower that they had holding up the bomb. Right here. So basically they build like a tower about 100, 200 feet up in the air, usually around 150 or so. Then they detonate the nuke. Like the tower goes up way up here to the top where you can't see. And then these spikes are actually going down ground wires that you see. They're holding the tower up, and the entire structure itself starts melting and being vaporized all the way down to the ground. And this happens like in a split second, like faster than you can blink, like literally like 10,000th of a second is when all this is happening. It's all crazy. And these recently became declassified. I mean, these were classified since 1955. And then the government finally said, well, our bombs that we have now can easily outclass this, so we can declassify this stuff. We don't need to have that, you know, hidden from the public anymore. No, that's fine. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne would be far more unintelligible than my little parody. And I was trying to think of like who would be dumb enough to be on Celebrity Jeopardy and not be that great and understandable. Ozzy Osbourne. I can't do an impersonation of him. All right. I also like the Celebrity Jeopardies that they used to make fun of on Saturday Night Live. Those were great. There's one with like Tom Cruise that's really kind of hard to find on YouTube now because they've been cracking down on things like that. But they had like Tom Cruise on, and I was like, okay, Tom Cruise, name this continent. And you hear like Asia. You hear the voice just like that, like somebody like it yells it out over the PA system. Asia. It's like I know this one. I know it. It's almost there. I can almost feel it. You know, of course, time runs out. Now Alex Trebek is just like dismayed, like, oh my god, what did I get into? Alright. So it's a ninja, apparently, and a hippopo. Always kill the biggest thing first. Usually that's the bigger threat, but sometimes I've learned the smaller guys will just one-hit kill you. Yeah. Of course, I just love the entire thing. Like, they just made up this humongous feud that doesn't exist in real life between Alex Trebek and Sean Connery. That, for me, is like the pure genius of those skits. One time they had Tom Hanks on, he was playing himself, because Tom Hanks loves to do self-referential humor. So he's always up to make fun of himself, so he was just playing a total blithering idiot as himself, which is hilarious. Alright, for Final Jeopardy, you guys had to write down a number. Any number. I get to, like, Sean Connery, and it's just a V on the screen. It's like, well, despite your best efforts, you actually won. You know, that is correct. That is Roman numerals for number 5. Let's see what you wagered. And then it scrolls down, and you see the V is actually a K. It's part of, like, the upper half of a K, and it says, "Suck it, Trebek." Oh, I love those skits. Okay, so if I'm here, where am I supposed to go? Hopefully this guy doesn't split up like he does in the real fight. Okay, good. He doesn't split up, or I beat his butt too bad that he can't split up. His original fight, he'd split himself into 2. Yeah, so I've said it before, I believe 30 is the maximum level you can get in this game. Pardon me, Cloaker, okay. Behold it, taking the bait. Okay, so one of them looks like a fighter, the other one's a magician, I'm guessing? So... using logic here, if you're a fighter, then basically you're going to be weaker to magic, and the magic guy's going to be weaker than actual, like, physical attacks. So... that should hopefully hold, we'll see. I like the one, I can't remember what episode it was, but like Sean Connery's answer, like you see the top part where he wagered, and it's like you can see it's a horse, and like Alex Trebek's head sticking out from underneath it. He's like, I'm going to guess that's me fornicating with a horse, and let's see what you wagered. Yep, it is. Do not show that. think therapy hugs stat, like, therapy cancels out statuses too. We'll find out in a second. It does! Cool. Alright, get bent, Cloaker. Select Cloaker, most of it's going to the magic guy. Good job, game. Weaklings. How shameful they were to defeat me. Okay. I'm seriously getting like Aladdin Super Nintendo flashbacks from this. So if you've never played Aladdin for the Super Nintendo, it's a great game. You really should. Let's see, I gotta keep Gino alive when we need him. But yeah, like the end boss is you fight Jafar, he turns into a giant cobra, and you just keep bouncing on his head. Good old whiskey break. Alright, back to the action. It's not a hard game, but it's a really, really great platformer, though. And I've seen people who say, like, well, you know, like, the Genesis version's far better, and I say they're both excellent games. I do not prefer one over the other. If you're looking for an amazing platformer, that's the way to go for Super Nintendo. If you're looking for an action game, Genesis version's the way to go, too. You know, they are both excellently equal. Well, I have them both. I have them... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Aladdin physically. I'm pretty certain I do. My collection has gotten... I think I'm over like 900 games just about. So I don't remember exactly everything I have off the top of my head, and I can't see all of my Super Nintendo collection, even though I'm sitting like 2 feet from it right now. Because I have like a row of Super Nintendo games in front of one. And I'm pretty sure I have that. But yeah, I know I definitely have it for Genesis. Alright, so let's do... Alright, so we'll have Peach do a magic for us. Pardon me, maple syrup. I think Aladdin was actually, like, for Super Nintendo, was like the first game I 100%ed. Like, my brother and I had a neighbor at the time who had it. So we let him borrow, he wanted to borrow in exchange for us, because, like, we'd swap games is what we used to do back then. So he swapped games with me, like, he borrowed Super Empire Strikes Back, which is a ridiculously hard game, and in return I borrowed Aladdin from him. So I went through and got like all the red gems, like what happens if you get all the red gems in the game? Nothing. It's like nothing special happens at all. I think you might get like a special title card at the end, but I doubt that. I think it's just still the same game no matter what. And Dead Snake. The less popular cousin to White Snake. Hoppy hoppy. Production on schedule. This despite the fact that Mac Bowyer, Yardovich, and the Axon Rangers were defeated. So just me, or these Hammer guys look like rejects, or actually probably from Fantasia for Super Nintendo. We're kind of close. Great Smithy will have a new army in no time. You can't be making more weapons. Haven't you caused enough trouble already? Clearly not enough, Mallow. You're stupid. Shut up. This is the Mario, like they're gonna know who he is. Go now while you still have a chance. Cut down production now, or he'll stomp ya. Mad Mallet, crush him. So, thinking of Aladdin, of course, brought up by association for me, Super Emperor Strikes Back. I would love to be able to beat that game again. Play that on stream sometime, but I know that's going to be a challenge and a half because my skills as a youth were apparently far better than they were as an adult. Seeing how I used to be able to basically speedrun that game before speedrunning was a thing on Jedi. Something even speedrunners don't do. They play that game on easy because it's still stupidly hard. Alright, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. And Aladdin, being a Disney movie, and Rick and Morty and all that fun stuff, because my brain works in really odd ways. I was thinking like, okay, Disney reboots. So Mulan is getting a reboot. The movie about, you know, a girl basically joining the army, and then like secretly as a boy, because women weren't able to fight. She was supposed to be like royalty type deal and expected to be this prim proper woman. Decided, screw that, I'm gonna go fight, which is based very, very loosely off a real story. So they said, oh, we're gonna reboot it, and there's not gonna be any type of musical numbers, there's not gonna be a talking dragon in this one, it's gonna be completely different, and people were losing their shit. So the trailer just came out for Mulan about 2 days ago, and it looks like a Wushu movie. It looks pretty good. I was actually going, wow, I am probably going to go see this movie, and I hate Disney movies because it looks nothing like that. It looks like they made a hidden, like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movie, or a Jet Li, like 2000 era movie, like along the lines of Hero, which is really good. If you haven't seen Hero by Jet Li from like 2003, watch that movie, it's really awesome. So it looks like it's along those lines. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is quite unexpected for Disney to see somebody like cutting other people down in the middle of a battle for a Disney movie. It's probably going to be rated PG-13, I'd have to take a guess. Yeah, what do you think the Switch does? Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1. No, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, come on, Mario. Ooh, I finally made it up here. Let me help you guys out. Ow. Sorry I stuck out with telling the Chancellor or you. Just wanted things to get back to normal. Just wanted to do my part to help. Hey, T. Wallace, what's up? You should play Earthbound next. Oh. Maybe if I go through a period of self-loathing, I might do that, T. Wallace. Or if somebody were to be like dumb enough to donate 10,000 bits all at once, I would do that. But other than that, probably not. Yes, there are many flaws in that game. I would probably get death threats by people watching in, you know, tuning in to watch it. Like, oh, Earthbound, awesome, and then like just to tune in, like to hear me just totally trashing that game. Oh, that'd be great. I can do the same thing for Undertale, really. Just basically play Undertale and just totally ignore the chat and just have everybody go berserk. It'll be great. My dropping frames. I am showing 0 drop frames on my end. Carried all I could. What could I use? Oh, he's got stuff. Sweet, because I'm just about to head into the final boss just about. Still don't know what Freshen Up does. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, Undertale is the... Like, for example, my friend YKB said one time, I want to stream Undertale. And I told her, if you do, keep in mind that I have the ability to turn off your chat. And I will do that just to stop people from chatting. Because the rage that people have of you not playing the game exactly the way they did is amazing. I mean, I have never seen people that upset about a game before. Alright, so let me look this up here. Super Mario RPG Freshen... Because I've gone this entire game not knowing what the heck Freshen Up does. Just like parties refreshed. Well, what does that mean? Pardon me. Yeah, so I threw it in YKB, I'm like, I will turn off your chat. It's like, I love you, you're my friend. I will turn off chat because that's just going to be like a no-win situation. Restores all negative status effects except for death on some party members. Okay. So, if like I have multiple people feared or whatever, I can just snap them out of it. Okay, so that I understand. Now I finally know what that is at like the end of the game. Finally. And usually, like, a lot of runs, I remember back in the past, like, I'd have, like, 2 full screens of Caro Colas. That'd be, like, the only thing I'd ever have. And apparently in this run, I've only found, like, 3 of them. So, go figure. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, okay. Thinking outside the box. Oh, this is for you. Rock Candy. I basically attacks everybody. Yeah, only, like, not since Overwatch, with that community that's sprouted up around it, have I seen people that passionate about a game and will rage as easily as Undertale. Alright, so I am going to equip Lazy Shell. It's going to lower down her attack defense, but her magic and everything else pretty much is going to make her invincible. Because I need her to keep healing everybody. Because I remember Smithy just being a total jerk. And just like laying waste to everybody, so that should hopefully do. Let me spy. Let's see, what do I have in inventory? I'm full. Let's get rid of... We'll get rid of an Ice and Firebomb. I'm pretty sure I won't need those. Hopefully I won't need them. Item. Yeah, so let's sell for Rock Candy. Probably my Firebombs too. I don't think I'm going to need those at all. Sell items. So what do I have? Max Mushrooms, Maple Syrups. Pick me up. Okay, I should hopefully be good now, because I think that there was like one more mini boss and then the final boss. I'm going off of memories that are like 23 years old at this point. Okay. Boundary, here's a report. Drill bit will be finished online. The one thing that's really kind of missing from this game, but I can understand why they didn't put it in, was New Game Plus. Because, I mean, by the end of the game, you're already overpowered anyway, so... Except for, like, the final boss, Smithy being a jerk. Good work, everyone. So, it's like, if you're to play through the game, normally just one hit would be killing everything, so... Chrono Trigger was like that, too, with the New Game Plus. But after a while, it wasn't as effective. Unless you just cast Lunar with everything as Chrono, that you just wrecked everything constantly. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna fight with Magus, cast Lunar twice and he's dead. Okay, not so fast. Sure you are a cocky bunch. I rule this world, don't you forget it. It's a Mario! Mac 2 and Yardovich 2 didn't stop him? No. I have plot armor. Leave Mario out of this. I'm the one you need to worry about, not him. Making the longest jump of your life. I'm finally in the record books. Bowser ignored me? Yep. Pretty much. Okay. Okay, so he's gonna be pushover. Hopefully, unless that attack does. Oh, okay, so he's manageable. Let's just get rid of all the small guys. Oh, okay, never mind then. I was thinking like, well, maybe this is the type like where you have a small fight like the Davy Jones where everybody just respawns and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the moon over the day, my genius and brawn are lost on these fools. Haiku. You there! Are you the one in charge? You know what your weapons have been doing to our world? He's like, more along the questions of, do you think I care? The answer is no. This isn't possible. To send us against Smithy will be dealt with by immediate meltdown. Can't scare me, I got Mario by my side. What can Quake behind? Okay. It's basically just repeating like the same fight over and over. I can tell so far they pretty much programmed this game to take out your healer of the party. Which is why it was a good thing I put on that super armor on her, because like the maximum they can do is pretty much 1 damage on her. Yay! Okay. Okay, that was scary. We can't run away now. We've got to kick these lowlifes out of our world. Alright. Status. Mario. Yeah, so he doesn't... So level 30 is the highest level you can go. So he's maxed out. He's never going to gain another level. Remember quickly, like, this game does, like, you go from the mini-boss fight, like, there's one more mini-boss, I remember, and then you go right into the final battle. Like, there's no time to recover type deal. Surprised to see you here. This is the end of the line for you. It's the closest you'll ever get to Smithy, so savor the moment. You'll be fodder for my incredible Mitchell, the gun yoke. Oh, yeah? Wow, okay. Wow, that did like nothing. That armor just drops you down so far. Okay, I guess meat wore off. Oof. Production line hasn't halted. Where else do the weapons come from? Must be where Smithy makes his weapons. Find the last star piece and stop the factory. We've got to defeat him first. No turning back now. Are you ready? The quest is almost over. When the time comes, I'll kiss you. I mean, let's get the show on the road. Yes, we'll run backwards. We will save. Yes, very good. Oh, my skull! Why? Right down to the garbage chute. Into the metal grinder. There's the jerk. There's the last star piece. Already finished your tour of the factory, huh? Alright then. How about a little demonstration? Yo, Smithy. Stop making those things and hand over the star piece now. So you're Mario. Looks like you're gonna have a little dispute over this. Looks like we're gonna have a little dispute over the star. Just hand it over and get out of my castle. Get off of my plane. God, Air Force One was such a terrible movie. Please, don't make us go through anymore. Just give us a star, now! Yet, why don't you give me your stars? Then I could easily conquer this world. I like that logic. I am not sure, but it is red. Probably Kool-Aid. Maybe it bursts the Kool-Aid man. It's part of Smithy's evil plan to yell, like, whoever yells, oh yeah, we'll just have their house destroyed by some anthropomorphic glass of orange juice. Or Kool-Aid, more accurately. Yeah, the Kool-Aid man, what's he full of? Orange juice. Really? Good one. I haven't been drinking whiskey at all. No, how can you tell? Orange juice man! Squirt it in your eyes. Alright, Gino, you're up. Who do we got first? Let's see. I'm always down for Kool-Aid, which, if made correctly, has a lot of sugar in it. But the thing I really can't stand anymore is Sunny D. That stuff is like hummingbird mix. You know, I just, like, I look at Sunny D and I get diabetes again. It's like, I swear that stuff is just like, it's sludge with all the, like, sugar that's in it. Maybe I'm just too old, which is probably the way it is, but... Oh, 0, that's perfect. Yeah, Sunny D is something I used to drink when I was a teenager and younger, whenever it was invented. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm sure that's gonna probably murder me. Yeah, just about. But yeah, it's like, I cannot drink that whatsoever now. I think the last time I tried it, I literally was like diabetic just about at the time. It was pre-weight loss surgery, so about 5-6 years ago I had it, and oh my god. I could like feel the sugar grit in my mouth. Hey, Ghost Shadow. One of the best SNES games ever. I would agree. It is definitely on my top 5 list. If I were to suddenly have a top 5 list, it would definitely be on there. Also, thank you for the raid. Greatly appreciated. You are coming right into the very end of Super Mario RPG, if anyone's curious. Is Geno going to die? Maybe? Nope, he stayed alive somehow. Okay. There's like 2 things I found I really can't stand are like Sunny D and what was that stuff? Fireball Whiskey. Oh my god. Yeah, so if you've never had Fireball Whiskey, and of course if you are in the legal drinking age of wherever country you reside, it is like basically take a handful of Red Hot's candy, melt it down, add a drop of whiskey, and you got Fireball. It's like the only like whiskey that you need to brush your teeth afterwards because you probably have a cavity. Yeah, I remember him being a pain in the butt. Ghost Shadow, definitely. I mean, the last time I played through and actually got this far in the game was when this game came out like 23 years ago, so I've been mostly trying to remember like what it was that I was doing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm like out of everything. Let's do maple syrup. Okay, so Ultra Jump didn't do anything last time. I think, no, Ultra Flame didn't do anything. So I'm gonna need to try to do like Ultra Jump, see if that does something. They got the smaller fries, small fries. Okay, so the forge is dead. Perfect, okay. Oh, it is extremely linear. Of that, there is no doubt, but it is a very, very awesome game. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use a max mushroom just to bypass it, because I just keep getting smacked down too much, and I'm gonna need Geno up and ready to rock. Yeah, good job. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy X. I like that RPG quite a lot, but that is like also probably one of the most linear RPGs you also play as well. It's like only when you get to like the very end does the game let you go back easily and explore everything. No. He's not dead, by the way. He's got another multiple forms, if I remember correctly. Head looks like a geyser. That shouldn't physically be possible. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. Built this yesterday, and the foundation's very weak, so stop shaking the floor. Utterly annoying. Santa Claus is really mad. So him pounding and making all that stuff was perfectly fine, but if he pounds the floor in anger, that's going to cause everything to fall down. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. I'm burning, seething. Never have been so wronged. It is time. I will show you my real form. Show you my true power. And true Dragon Ball Z aspect you have. Like, the planet will be destroyed in 5 minutes, which will take 47 episodes. 3 of them will be recaps. 10 of them will just be nothing but screaming at each other, powering up through the entire thing. Shall have my revenge. But first, let me put on this cool light show. Yeah, I like his other form better. Come on, you puny ants. Peach, I'm helping! 4. Okay, that was not cool. I'm wondering if, like, I should be attacking his body or something like that. Let's see. Move. Good. Just make sure everybody's maxed out on health. I think this is like the end of the game. You can tell they kind of ran out of things like cool special effects. Or like, just whatever. Just have an arrow attack or some forks. We'll call them spears, and just we don't have the money to animate them anymore like everything else cool in this game. So just have them fall down. It's the end of the game. Nobody cares. Yeah, it's a really good move. I'm glad I really put that, like, super armor on Peach. They'll turn everybody's scarecrows. Okay, missed Peach at least. Good. Let's see. I thought that'd heal everybody's status. I was completely wrong. Let's see. That's okay, Nimix, don't worry about it, man. Get some sleep. I know what you've been through, so you definitely earned it. Catch you next time. And Geno's down. And Geno's back up. Stop killing Mario or attempting to murder him. I need him. Oh no, I'm running low on maple syrup. This is not good. Freebie, thank you, game. Okay, so... body and head are burning. It's not possible. Don't believe it. Please be dead. I'm finished. Done for. Celebratory fireworks explode upon my death. Yep, that's it. Sweet. Come on, Mario. Send the last one way up high. Thank you, everyone. Star Road is back to normal, and you guys can resume racing on Star Road very shortly in your go-karts. For me. Hey, King Doofus! Yay! World, he's our kingdom's smartest man with an IQ of 47. Frogakis and his entire cult he has on his island. I think if Valentina's trying to make her way into the guy's... It's perfect. And gotta find somebody else to suck her. Yay! And Luigi made the game after all. And the perp walk at the end, just like most Mario games do. We're totally not ripping off Disneyland's parade. No, sir. None whatsoever. I like the fact that they invited Smithy to be in this parade after you go through so much bloodshed just to destroy him. Like, hey, sorry about the hard feelings and totally killing you, but want to be in my parade? No hard feelings, right? You promise you won't take over the world again, right? No, we're definitely not ripping up Disneyland on this one. Nope. None whatsoever. Of course, it's been like 30 years since I've been to Disneyland, so I have no idea if they still have like their light parade at the end of the night. I'm going to presume they do. Sakaguchi! Hironobu Sakaguchi, the man behind the Final Fantasy series, had a hand in this. Koji Kondo, one hell of a composer.
Need me to make your bed before you go to sleep?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, your stuff's good.
Thank you. The joys of living with extreme back pain. You have offers for other people to help you out, which is greatly appreciated, but I should be able to do it. Fuel to buy whiskey and all. I can't remember if there's anything here at the very end, like if you let it sit for a little bit, we'll see. Because it used to be like the old games that when you beat it, you pretty much had to restart the system. So I think if you let it sit for a little bit, something plays. Yep, it does. The original Super Mario theme. And with that, we reached the end of the stream for tonight. I know it's a little shorter stream than usual, but yeah, my hands are pretty stiff. It's been raining all day. I finally completed the game. Didn't feel like starting up anything else new right now, so that's all cool too. So hopefully be streaming maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what it is. It'd most likely be a Bayonetta 2 speedrun if I do. But for those of you who are joining and hanging out tonight, also Ghost Shadow, thank you very much for the follow. And like I just had to follow up with the raid there earlier, as I mentioned. I do stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just go ahead and type that into Google, and it will tell you for wherever you are in the world. You can also check me out on Twitter at Warzel555 if you're not following me here, or even if you are following me here. I'll usually pause up around 2 or 3 hours in advance if I'm going to be streaming and what I'll be playing, or if I need to delay or cancel the stream for the night due to health reasons, which is very reasonable. And this is of course pertaining that if like Twitter is still up and functional, because it was down for like 4 hours today. So yeah, as I mentioned, next stream should most likely be a Bayonetta 1 speedrun, or not Bayonetta 1, but a Bayonetta 2 speedrun. We'll have to see how that goes. And then I gotta find a new game to play on the off times. We'll figure it out from there. Something new, retro. Probably won't do an RPG right away. I've been thinking about it. Like if I do one, it might be Tales of Fantasia. I've been really wanting to do that for a while, but on my actual Super Nintendo, not emulated. But I'll figure it out. But for now, thanks for hanging out, and hopefully see y'all next time.